Fortnite just made a big mistake, resulting in all of you guys receiving free V-Bucks, along with a brand new free skin just added to Fortnite that we are going to show you guys how to unlock, and more rare cosmetics and items returning to Fortnite's item shop that we have an early preview of that you do not want to miss. And if you guys want to be gifted any of the brand new skins dropping into the shop or the Season 3 Battle Pass, all you have to do is drop a like, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on, and leave your epic usernames down in the comments below. And a big shout out to everyone using code Nerpah1 in the item shop. You guys are legends, so thank you so much for all the support. So real quick, before we reveal why Fortnite is sending out the free V-Buck compensation and refunds to all of you guys watching this video, I wanted to showcase the secret free skin Fortnite is adding to celebrate some amazing news, and that is the fact that Fortnite is officially coming back to the Apple App Store and available on iOS devices after being banned and removed from them over 5 years ago, leaving millions of Fortnite players a part of the community stranded with no way to play the game, since mobile was such a huge part of the overall Fortnite player base. But as of yesterday, we received amazing news, and that is the fact that this 5-year legal battle going on behind the scenes between Apple and Epic is officially over, and the court officially ruled with a statement saying, for the reasons set forth, the court finds Apple in willful violation of this court's 2021 injunction, which issued to restrain and prohibit Apple's anti-competitive conduct and anti-competitive pricing. Apple's continued attempts to interfere with competition will no longer be tolerated. So this essentially means that the court is ruling with Epic that Apple was using wrongful business practices to basically make their app store a monopoly by taking such a huge percentage, and this is why all of this legal battle started in the first place, in case you guys just weren't a part of the Fortnite community back in 2020 and 2021. Now the reason this is exciting, on top of Fortnite returning for all of you guys that play on iPhone and iOS devices, which is millions of people, is the fact that back when Fortnite was initially banned, Fortnite actually released a free skin known as the Tart Tycoon, which some of you guys may remember. It's of course a skin that was directly mocking and making fun of Apple, which is who they were in the lawsuit with all of these years, and this was also a free skin that everyone had a chance to earn by playing in the free Fortnite Cup. So the reason that this is exciting is because now that Fortnite is officially returning later next week, as it was confirmed by Tim Sweeney, the CEO of Epic Games himself, over on Twitter, there is a good chance that they are going to be releasing another Apple-based skin that will be free for all of us to unlock to celebrate the iOS community officially returning after many years of being banned, or at the very least, they are going to be adding some bonus styles for everyone that already owns the Tart Tycoon skin, which is a good bit of you guys if you were a part of the OG community back in the day. So let me know down in the comments, out of all of you guys watching, who does own the original Tart Tycoon skin. There's most likely going to be another new version released that everyone can unlock for free. And for all of you guys that were on Fortnite's Apple devices, this is amazing. Welcome back to the community, and hopefully you guys can enjoy Fortnite Season 3 now that it's officially unbanned later this week. But diving right into Fortnite's big mistake and V-Buck compensation and refunds that a lot of you guys are going to be receiving, this mistake actually took place in the Fortnite item shop yesterday night upon the normal shop rotation time, when Fortnite accidentally released an emote known as the Go Home emote. And the reason why this is such a big deal is because, for A, this is an extremely rare emote that was last released over 2,030 days ago, which I know you guys are probably pulling out your phone calculators to do the math. I already did it for you. This is 5.5 years ago since this emote was last seen in Fortnite's item shop. That is 2019, and the main reason why this was such a big deal is because when the Go Home emote was initially released, it was back in Season X, and it was actually meant to be a limited time emote that was only going to be released specifically for the Season X live event that was known as the End event, which gave us the iconic black hole, which took Fortnite servers down for 2 days straight, and the only thing you were able to see if you logged into Fortnite was a small black hole in the center of your screen. This was one of the most iconic things Fortnite's ever done, as no other gaming company has ever done anything of this sort. It was a huge PR stunt that kind of transitioned us to our first introduction of new chapters in Fortnite, and it was honestly a big success, and this is why this emote returning was such a big mistake by Epic, because it was limited time and also linked to an exclusive event that was never meant to return at a later date. And we can tell that this was a mistake and accident by Epic because when it was in the item shop for a brief moment yesterday, even the icon for the emote itself in the shop didn't even line up with the Go Home emote. So you could tell that whoever was doing the item shop rotation that night definitely made some mistakes with the coding and images chosen, and it was genuinely just a mistake by Epic. Also, make sure to add us on Snapchat for more giveaways, daily news, and special item shop gifting. Now, of course, after an hour, they quickly removed it from the shop, making it inaccessible. So unfortunately, if you guys were not paying attention to the item shop rotation after the first hour, you probably missed it. And very quickly after, the official Fortnite status put out a tweet saying the following: the limited time emote Go Home was briefly featured in the shop and has been removed. Players who purchased it will keep it and will refund your V-Bucks in the near future. We plan to grant an additional emote to players who bought the Go Home emote when it was first available, or they may refund the emote instead if they prefer. So this is pretty crazy because Fortnite has made mistakes in the past where they released rare cosmetics briefly, but normally their normal protocol for this type of thing is they remove the cosmetic from players' lockers who purchased it, but they give a full V-Buck refund. So at the end of the day, after all is said and done, it's like nothing ever happened. But this time around, for some reason, for any of you guys that managed to get your hands on the Go Home emote before it was removed yesterday, they're actually allowing you guys to keep the emote, which is pretty awesome. But on top of that, they're also refunding the V-Bucks that it cost to buy, which I'm not gonna lie, it's not like you're gonna be GG rich based off this V-Buck refund, as the emote only released in the item shop for 100 V-Bucks. But this is still pretty cool because you guys literally got a rare limited time emote and you're also getting your V-Bucks back for free when it was never supposed to return in the first place and be considered a rare limited time exclusive cosmetic. Now here's the crazy part, is they also said that for anyone that got the Go Home emote back in 2019 when it was first available, they're also going to be adding an additional style, which is the first time ever that an emote is going to be getting a quote-unquote OG style variant sent out to OG owners. We've obviously seen Fortnite do this with many cosmetics in the past now, most notably and recently is the Renegade Raider and Aerial Assault Trooper, who we are still unfortunately waiting for the OG styles to be sent out to players who are rightfully waiting, but they are getting OG styles, and it is also matching the Paradigm skin that got a similar OG style as well. But again, this is the first time that an emote is getting a new style considered to be OG, so we're not really sure how Fortnite's going to do this, but the emote itself is literally just holding a picket sign, so I'm guessing that the OG style that owners originally got it back in 2019 are going to receive is probably just going to be a new design on the picket itself, signifying that you had it way back in the day. So let me know down in the comments below if you guys managed to get your hands on this super rare emote before Fortnite realized their mistake and removed it. And for any of you guys that were OG owners of the Go Home emote, keep your eyes peeled. Unfortunately, it is probably going to be a little bit before Fortnite releases this OG style to you guys, considering they probably haven't even designed the new one yet, but we'll keep you guys posted when we know dates and when they are going to be sent out to the rightful owners. Now we do have some more good news, and that is the fact that Fortnite data miners just found in the files that there is brand new item shop XP quest coming to unlock brand new items. And in case you guys don't know what this means, as this is something that we've only seen once ever in Fortnite's history, this is basically what Fortnite did when they re-released some of the rarest skins back into Fortnite's item shop a few months ago, which we were just talking about earlier in the video, and that is of course the re-release of the Renegade Raider, Aerial Assault Trooper, and the Renegade Raider pickaxe and Aerial Glider as well. You guys remember when those returned into the Fortnite item shop, they actually made players work for it, and on top of buying them with V-Bucks, you also had to earn 2 million XP total before you were able to enjoy all 4 of the cosmetics. And this is basically what data miners found in the files that Fortnite have set to release later in season 3. As you guys can see, this is the XP needed. It'll say for the item 1 unlock you need 320,000 XP, for the item 2 unlock it is 640,000, for item 3 it is 960,000, and the 4th and final item is going to be 1.2 million XP or 16 levels. Now here's the kicker, is we unfortunately don't know what cosmetics Fortnite is going to be releasing with these brand new XP quest unlocks in the shop, which again is very exciting because we've only seen Fortnite do this one other time, and that was for when they released rare skins, which is where the 2 theories come into play that the Fortnite community has already been discussing. Since the original time Fortnite did the XP quest unlock was to release rare skins, the first and most likely theory is the fact that Fortnite is finally going to be releasing the Kratos skin, which as of right now is the rarest skin released, a part of the Gaming Icon Legends pack, since recently Fortnite just decided to re-release the Psycho Bandit, which was also one of the other rare skins that was not seen in over 1300 days, but Kratos was the rarest by far, and he has not been seen in over 1500 days or a little over 5 years. So of course, if Fortnite wanted to re-release a super hype rare skin like they did with Renegade Raider and Aerial Assault Trooper, However, having us unlock them via gaining XP and completing quests would just make it that much more hype, and it would make people grind a little bit and really play Season 3 in order to enjoy those rare cosmetics. And of course, if it's not Kratos, there is some other rare skins Fortnite could re-release from the Season 1 and Season 2 shops, but Kratos is probably the most desired, other than the Travis Scott skin, which could also be re-released with new styles, and that would be pretty banger as well. Now, the second theory here is that Fortnite is finally going to be releasing one of the most wanted cosmetics that has to do with Star Wars, and that is lightsaber pickaxes that we could use as a pickaxe harvesting tool in our lockers. Now, of course, there is a lot of reasons why Fortnite has not released lightsaber pickaxes a part of any of the battle passes or item shop cosmetic drops, and that is the fact that lightsabers are already a usable mythic item in the loot pool, and when your character is holding a lightsaber item and holding it as a pickaxe, there's really no way to differentiate, which can then make people say that buying them is pay to win because you really can't tell in game if they're using an item or a pickaxe. So of course, that is the main reason they haven't re-released them, but this could finally be the perfect opportunity, especially since these quests are set to release later in Season 3, that right before the season ends, Fortnite releases the lightsaber pickaxes for us to use, since after this season's over, we're probably not going to see lightsabers in the loot pool anyways for quite some time, and this would be the perfect chance for us to grind XP at the end of the season and finally get one of the most wanted and desired Star Wars cosmetics. Even though it is so simple, it makes sense why we all want it. I think using a lightsaber as a harvesting tool, destroying things around the island just makes sense, so I'm hoping they do that, especially with all the new characters added in Season 3. There is so many possibilities for cool lightsabers that we could use, so I'm hoping that one of these options is why these new quest unlocks are added to the files and coming later next season. But of course, let me know your guys' theories on that down in the comments, and with all that being said, that's all we got for you guys today. If you enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, my friends.